guys, it's Naseem here. Now before I start the video, I have one simple statement to make. The Apple Watch Series 8 is okay at best, and let me tell you why. Now the Apple Watch Series 8 is a watch that I believe has failed to differentiate itself from the other watches in the lineup. It looks and functions the exact same as the Apple Watch SE, and I'm struggling to figure out why anyone would want to buy it. I feel like Apple could have at least made it look different, but besides it not being able to stand out, it's a really great watch that I really enjoy, and it was able to leave a lasting impression. The Apple Watch Series 8 has an incredible software that makes navigating through workouts, trackers, apps, and notifications very easy. It has an amazing battery life that is still able to last me for more than 2 days with no problem. It has an amazing durability that can withstand anything that you throw at it, and it has a very smooth feel that enhances my experience. And even though there are many great things about the Apple Watch Series 8, it's not perfect and has given me minor problems along the way. Again, I wanted it to stand out and for Apple to change up its look a bit. I was only able to get slightly better battery than the Apple Watch SE, which is disappointing because the Series 8 costs more, and I wish the price was shot down to around $300 because I don't see why it's priced so heavy since it's basically the exact same watch as last year. But believe it or not, I do believe that there are many people who will like the Apple Watch Series 8, and hopefully this video will help you decide whether or not it's right for you. Now the Series 8's display was very minimalistic yet nice. It was very bright, vibrant, and big. And one thing that I will say is that the responsiveness has gotten much better ever since the first time I bought it, and I was pretty satisfied. And honestly, it feels very identical to the Apple Watch Series 7 and is a joy when it comes to the overall visual experience, especially when I would change my music using my watch. Now something that I would say wasn't as good as the Ultra was the fact that the display didn't handle fingerprints as well. It handled fingerprints better than the SE, but again, fingerprints were able to get in my way. Like right here, you can see some fingerprints, and a lot of times it will get very distracting, but that wasn't the case on the Ultra. Now the last thing that I will say was still really good was the overall feel. Like whenever I was scrolling through the OS, everything felt sleek, and I really loved all the little animations within the display. Now the battery on the Series 8 was really amazing, but I really wish it was better since the price is on the more expensive side. I was able to last 2.5 days before I had to charge it up again, and during that period, I would check notifications through my watch, change music, make calls, and track my sleep. And the fact that I was able to go to sleep with my watch on for multiple nights was very impressive, especially since I didn't charge it for that long and it would still give me multiple days. And one thing that I will say is that if you do get the Series 8, the biggest benefit is that you'll be able to track your sleep in a much more comfortable manner. Whenever I was sleeping with it on, I barely noticed that it was on my wrist, and this is one benefit that I would say is better than the Ultra. And there are many times where I would forget to charge it or accidentally fall asleep with it on, but I didn't have to worry too much since I have that extra breathing room and can afford forgetting to charge it and still be able to last all day. And again, my multiple day period was based on the fact that I went the extra mile and use extra functions. So if you're someone who isn't going to go to bed or use sleep tracking or any of the extra features, the battery will last you even longer. Now when it comes to charging, I will usually charge my watch whenever I'm in the shower or getting ready, so it would take about an hour and a half to charge it to 100%, which was pretty fast and worth it for the amount of battery that I was getting. Now when it comes to watch bands, I was really glad that the Series 8 was going to keep using the same bands as the previous models. I was using the Nike band before, which was very comfortable, but right now I'm using a silicone band, and I will say that I have no problems with it. And I really appreciated the fact that it also gave me a comfortable experience. It also was very easy to put on, which comes in handy when you have to hurry up and get out of the house. And for me, those cases were when I was going to work or going to the gym. And when it comes to watch bands, it's all a personal preference. So if you are someone who does want extra bands, you can also get many different third-party watch bands, so you'll be able to get comfortable ones for a cheaper price. Now in terms of software, my watch is currently on watchOS 9, and I would say that in terms of the visual experience, it looks very similar compared to the previous years, but as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Every app that I went into looked very clean and polished, especially when compared to other smartwatches. Also, everything was straight to the point, so you're not wasting too much time toggling through your smartwatch. And the only problem that I had was the watch faces. The only one that I liked was the workout ones and geographical ones, but there weren't many options beyond that. And overall, it still has that same feel as the previous Apple Watch Series 7, but I would say that it's a little bit smoother and a little bit more premium. You get those same functions that you're familiar with, and Apple was able to capitalize on that aspect. Now when it comes to trackers, it's safe to say that whatever workout or sport that you do in your daily life, the Apple Watch Series 8 will have a tracker that specializes in that exercise. The main thing that I would do is track my biking and treadmill runs, and it was pretty accurate. My favorite thing about working out with my watch is that it'll notice that I'm on a jog and decide to automatically track it for me, but this is a feature in most smartphones, so there's not that much different in terms of that. And now the last thing that I liked when it came to fitness was that after I was done my run, I would check my health app on my phone, and it would tell me every stat of my workout, so not only did I know what was going on, but I also knew what I could improve on. Now coming to my final conclusion, I think that the Apple Watch Series 8 is the best watch that most people should go for if you want a premium Apple Watch. And if I'm being honest, This really gave me the exact same experience as the Apple Watch Ultra. You'll still be able to do everything and you're still going to get accurate measurements when it comes to fitness. You'll still be able to get the latest software. You'll still have a pretty good looking watch. you'll still be able to get the same apps, and you'll still be able to do mostly everything that the Ultra can do. So the Series 8 is clearly the winner when it comes to this price range. So overall, I think that most people will be very satisfied and really happy when they buy the Series 8. But if you can get the Series 7 for a much cheaper price, I will honestly go with that one because that is pretty much the exact same experience. And also, if you want a bigger watch, you can get the 45mm version without having to spend extra dollars on the Apple Watch Ultra. And there it is, you guys, my review on the Apple Watch Series 8. Now let me know down in the comments, would you get the Apple Watch Ultra or the Series 8? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It will be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.